Hey, this is PJ with CLK Supplies. Have you ever been on a job sifting through your mortise or rim or key and knob cylinders, hoping and wishing that you had the right keyway to do the job? At the same time, it feels impossible to stock all the different keyways out there, especially in a mobile van. That's where the composite keyways come in particular the Schlage Composite keyway. It will allow you to stock one cylinder to cover a wide variety of cylinders. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, now in this example, I'm going to be using this key and knob cylinder by GMS, and you'll see it's K001-SX26D key D. Now, if you look right underneath it, it's going to say Schlage knob, Schlage C through K. And is what that's telling us is that this cylinder is going to work with the keyways C through K. Now, these do come with just a basic, let me pull this out here and show you, just a C keyway. So it's real common, whether you get the ILCO SX keyway or the GMS, you're going to get a Schlage C keyway, like that. Now, let me set this aside for a second, and I pulled up the ILCO book here, and I want to kind of go through this with you. So, it says on the box that it's Schlage C through K. All right, now if you look up here, okay, now SC1, they don't have a C at the end of the C keyway, okay? But the SC1, the SC4, that's the Schlage C keyway. Then if you go through, you're going to see the CE, the E, the EF, the F, the FG, the G, the H, J, K, right? So is what it's telling you is that this cylinder is milled out in a way that's going to fit all of these keyways, all right? C through K. Now, I just want to talk about this for a second in case you're not familiar with these trees like this. What's going on here is when you see these arrows like this, okay? So let's see this 1145H keyway. Okay, there's an arrow going to the C keyway, an arrow going to the CE keyway, and then an arrow going to the E keyway, which means that the 1145H will fit, the key will literally fit in all three of these keyways up here. Same with the J keyway, is going to fit in the E, the EF, and the F because it has these three lines going to it, and just like the K, is going to fit into the F, the FG, and the G. All right. Now, when you come down here, right, to this, the L keyway, the SC9, the SC19, the SC20. Okay, now this is going to fit all, it's going to fit the H, the J, and the K, which means it's going to fit all of these keys up here. Okay? So essentially what's going on is they're letting us know what fits in what and what's available to fit in something else. Okay? For example, if a customer were to bring in, let's say, a E keyway, okay, a SC8 or a SC9, you could, and you were out of stock, you could use the H keyway, right here. You could easily use that, no problem. Or you could even use the SC19 if you needed to, or the SC20, the L keyway. So with that being said, I just want to show you, okay, so I'm going to set that aside, but that's how these composite keyways work. There's ones for Sargent and others. And so if you understand this concept, it'll make it easier. So for example, maybe, you should stock the SC1, the C keyway, and maybe the E keyway is really popular where you're at. But you don't really ever run into G's or F's very often. And so instead of stocking some of those, even though you don't know if you'll ever run into them, you could just get this SX keyway, keep a few of those on your van, and it's going to cover all of the stuff that's not popular, so you don't have to stock a whole bunch of dead stock here. So that's where these really shine, all right? Now, let me go ahead and just move this catalog out of the way here. And is what I did, let me slide this down, is I grabbed a few different keys here to show you. So as you can see, this was the Schlage C keyway, which obviously it's keyed to and fits, all right? But what I wanted to do is I grabbed a SC8 key, and as you can see, that's going to go in, no problem. This is a SC9 key. That goes in, no problem. The next, this is a SC15 key, which is the H keyway that I was just talking about a few minutes ago. That goes in, no problem. And last but not least, the SC19 key, which is the L keyway. So we're going to put that in, and that goes in as well. So if you're looking to cover a wide variety of keyways with only one cylinder, going for the SX Schlage Composite cylinder is a great fit. But the bigger question is, I'd love to know what you guys do in the comments below. If you guys want to let me know, do you guys already use these? Have you never heard of these Schlage Composite keyways? Do you prefer to stock all the different cylinders, or do you like using these composite cylinders? Please put your comments in the notes below. I'd love to see. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.